Binay?
Hello, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. हामी सुरु गरिहालौँ है त सेयर गर स्लाइड
Uh, हजुर भयो सर
आउँदैछ एकैछिन भयो
Hello, it's me Binay Arial from Section H, and today I'm going to give a short presentation about the cloud computing. And the table of content are introduction, advantage of cloud computing, disadvantages of cloud computing, companies that provide the cloud computing, and the types of cloud computing. Now let's discuss about what is cloud computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources, the internet through the internet with pay-as-you pricing. Instead of buying and maintaining the physical data center and servers, you can access the technology service such as computing power, storage, and database on as an needed basis from a cloud provider. We can say that the organization of every type, size, and industry are using the cloud for a wide variety of use cases such as database backup, disaster recovery, email, virtual desktop, and software development. For example, online game makers are also using the cloud computing to deliver online games to the million of players worldwide. In the cloud computing, the word cloud means the internet. Cloud computing refers to the internet-based computing. In cloud computing, different services like servers, storage, and application are delivered to an organization computers and device through the help of internet. Let's discuss about the advantage of cloud computing. The advantage of the cloud computing. The first one is it is inexpensive. It helps in reducing a huge amount of capital cost and maintenance cost of an organization by providing hardware, storage device, and softwares. You only need to have to pay for the resources that you have utilized from the cloud. And the second one is elasticity and flexibility. It can give you the elasticity by increasing or decreasing the demand of the resources as per your will. It also provides you the flexibility to the client because you can work from anywhere you want, and all that you need is the internet. And the third one is auto updating.
विनय
Yes, sir.
स्लाइड सेयर म त मेरोमा मात्र भएको छैन भनेको सबैमा भएको रहन्छ स्लाइड सेयर भएको छैन तिम्रो त अगाडिकै मात्र अड्किरहेछ होल स्क्रिन सेयर गरे हो
होल स्क्रिन किन म फेरि गर्छु
सेयर अफ गर सेयर अन गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ त्यो स्क्रिन 1 भन्ने हुन्छ स्क्रिन 01 भन्ने हो त्यसमा सेलेक्ट गर न
त्यो स्क्रिन # 1 माइनर सर
हजुर हजुर
अहिले भयो सर
भयो भयो ठिक छ थ्यांक यू
And the third advantage is auto updating. For any organization, the updating and upgrading the software is the updating the software might be the painful thing. But in the cloud computing, updates and the upgrades are looked by your cloud source provider, and you do not have to worry about the updating and upgrading your hardwares and softwares. And the fourth one is increased collaboration. Employee of an organization or an industry can easily access to the data and information about the organization and also on the ongoing projects, so they can work in the more collaborative and coordinate manner, which increase the productivity and reduce delays. And the last one is agility and speed. For any organization, time is the most crucial factor. So cloud service provide offer you uh, up to 99.99 uptimes, which ensure continue flow of the business operation and executions. So now advantage and the disadvantages are the two side of a same coin. So the cloud computing has a various advantages, but also it has some of the disadvantages. Now let's discuss about the disadvantages of the cloud computing. The first one is network connection dependency. In order to get the benefits of a cloud computing, the employee or an organization must have the internet service. If you lose your network connection, you may experience some downtimes. Downtimes. The second one is the limited features. When you use cloud for the storage and the backup, you have the limited storage. While it may charge you some amount of the money for offering you the premium package. And the third one is security problem. In the recent study, not all the cloud providers are secure as they claim to be. One of cloud computing greatest disadvantage is that you do not always know which provider you can trust and which provider can save your data and other information of an organization. And the last one is the technical issue. If you experience any sorts of issue, you cannot do anything unless your cloud provider does not fix the issue. So these are some of the disadvantages of the cloud computing. And now let's discuss about the companies that provide the cloud computing service. Some of the companies that provide the cloud computing service are Cisco, Meraki, Fivetran, NetApp, Billtrust, Cellpen Technology, etc. These are the company that provide you the crucial service for user of all types and size. So what are the types of cloud computing? Basically, there are four types of cloud computing: public cloud, private cloud, hybrid, and community cloud. So now let's discuss about it. Public cloud. Public cloud provides a shared platform that is accessible to the general people through the help of the internet. For example, IBM and the Google are the example of the public cloud. Private cloud. Private cloud is also known as the internal cloud or corporate cloud. It has more security than the public cloud and it is limited within an organization or an industry. The third one is hybrid cloud. As the name shows, hybrid cloud is the combination of a public and a private cloud. This cloud might be the public or private cloud. It, it is an infrastructure that links between one cloud managed by the user and at least one cloud managed by the third party. And the fourth one is community cloud. It refers to the shared cloud computing service environment that is targeted to limited set of organization or employee. For example, bank are the example of community cloud. So, any questions?
So thank you Vinay for the nice presentation. कन्टेन्टहरु एकदम राम्रो
Thank
छ
you.
है, ठीक छ. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You can unshare your slides. Now I would like to ask Mr. Kushal Tungel
Yes, sir.
share his slides. Slide share गरेर.
सर सेयर भयो
भयो.
Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I am Kushal Dungel. I am here today to talk about the cloud computing. My table of context. What is cloud computing? In cloud computing, the word cloud means internet. Cloud computing refers to the internet-based computing. Cloud computing is the on-demand availability of computer system resource, especially data storage and the computing power without direct action management by the user. In cloud computing, different service like server, storage, and the application are delivered to an organization, computer, and device through the internet. Types of cloud computing. There are mainly three types of cloud computing. They are infrastructure as a service, IaaS. IaaS as a service are online service that provide the high level API is used to dereference various low level details of underlying network infrastructure like physical computing resource location scaling security backup etc. For example, DigitalOcean, Amazon Web Service, Cisco Metapad, Google Computer Engine etc. Another platform as a service, PaaS. Platform as a service, platform based service is a category of cloud computing service that provides the platform allowing customer to develop, run and manage application without the complexity of buildings and maintaining the infrastructure typically associated with developing and the launching an app. For example, Force.com, Google App Engine, OpenShift, etc. Software as a service. Software as a service, SaaS, is a software distribution model in which the third party provide the host application and make them available to customer over the internet. SaaS is one of three main categories of the cloud computing alongside infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. Example: big commerce, Google App, HubSpot, etc. Advantage: reduce cost. Moving the cloud computing may reduce the cost of managing and maintaining your IT system rather than purchasing expensive system of equipment for your business. You can reduce your cost of using the resource of your cloud computing service provider. And another, on-demand self-service, multi-tenancy APIs is available, offer advanced online security, provide you low cost. And disadvantage, risks of data confidentiality. There is always risks that user data can be accessed by other people. So data and cloud protection must be good, because if it won't be danger for the data convention. Depend on internet connection. The internet is the only way of cloud computing. When there is no internet connection in your place, or the internet path to the cloud provider is in trouble, automatic access of your cloud computing machine will be disconnected. The level of security. Another, security are among the most important things in the cloud computing. Using the cloud computing system means we are fully entrusted with the security and the confidentiality of the data to companies that provide cloud computing server. Another, vulnerable in the event of attack. There are lots of arguments against the cloud computing, one of which is computing because the cloud computing works system is online. Its component that of that on cloud computing can be exposed to a wide range. This is wide open opportunity to attack on data or activity stored on a server. Another technical problem and low connection. Low connection does not work well if the connection is slow. The quality of cloud computing server is one of the most important considerations before we decide to provide the cloud computing server service. How to work? कसरी क्लाउड कम्प्युटिङले काम गर्छ द फन्ट enables a user to access data storage in a cloud using the internet browser or the cloud computing software. Conclusion. In conclusion, cloud computing is a recently new technology developed that has the potential to have a great impact on the world. It has many benefits that it provides to its user and business. For example, some of the benefits that it provides to business is that it reduces the operating cost by sending less on maintenance and software upgrade and focus more on the business itself. But there are other challenges to cloud computing must overcome. People are very speculative about whether their data is secure and private. Thank you. Any question?
So thank you, Kushal, for nice presentation. यो स्लाइडहरु चाहिँ सबै अपलोड गर्नु है, म अहिले एकछिनमा लिंक पठाइदिन्छु, डिस्क्रिप्सनमा राखिदिन्छु, यसमा टाइमलाइनमा पठाउनु।
हुन्छ सर।
Thank you. Thank you. So next I would like to ask Mr. Pallab.
Okay, sir. Slide share भएको छ।
हुँदैछ, ठीक छ।
So, good morning everyone. I'm Pallab Lama from Section H and I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence, commonly known as AI. Here is the table of contents. Firstly, I'm going to explain about what AI is, its application, types, advantages and disadvantages, what is the future of AI, and finally end my presentation with an overall conclusion. So let's hop into it. First thing first, what is an AI? AI, artificial intelligence, is an area or branch of computer science that emphasizes the creation of intelligent machines that work and react like humans. The term artificial intelligence was first coined by John McCarthy in the year 1956 at the Dartmouth Conference. He defined AI as the science of engineering of making intelligent machines. In a sense, AI is a technique of getting machines to work and behave like humans. The most common example of AI are our virtual personal assistant that we all have in our smartphones like Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa, etc. Moving on to the application of AI. In the recent past, AI has been used to create machines and robots that are being used in a wide range of fields, including data security, robotics, healthcare, gaming, education, agriculture, and many more. Here is the picture of application of AI from Team Blockchain. Next one is the types of AI. So basically there are three types of AI: narrow or weak AI, general or strong AI, and artificial superintelligence. Let's briefly talk about each of them. Artificially narrow intelligence, ANI, also referred to as weak AI or narrow AI, is goal-oriented, designed to perform singular tasks, that is facial recognition, speech recognition, voice assistant, driving a smart car, or searching the internet. Next one is artificial general intelligence, AGI. It is also referred to as strong AI or deep AI. It is the concept of machine with general intelligence that mimics human intelligence and behaviors, with the ability to learn and apply its intelligence to solve any problem. And lastly, artificial superintelligence, ASI, is the hypothetical AI that doesn't just mimic or understand human intelligence and behavior, but becomes self-aware and surpass the capacity of human intelligence and ability. Superintelligence has long been used in a science fiction in which robots overrun, overthrow, and enslave humanity. Tech masterminds like Elon Musk believe that artificial superintelligence will take over the world by the year 2040. Now let's take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of AI. Advantages of AI are zero human error. Obviously, by the use of AI, we can nullify human errors completely, thus getting accurate results. Zero risk. By using AI, we can use machines to deal with dangerous tasks such as space exploration that might be fatal to human beings. Round-the-clock availability means machines can function continuously without taking rest and don't get bored to repeat same tasks again and again. Likewise, AI can make fast decisions without any interference of human emotions. Its disadvantages are AI-enabled machines are very expensive and lacks creativity, which will also kill job employments. Now let's talk about the future of AI. The future of AI is unpredictable, but looking at the features and its wide application, we can say that AI will continue to get more and more sophisticated. As machine learning capabilities continue to evolve, theories of speculation regarding the future of AI are circulating. There are two main theories. The positive one is that AI will be a perfect companion for human being and use it as a tool to enhance our life experience. Other theory is based on fear of dystopian future, where super intelligent killer robots take over the world, either wiping out the human race or enslaving all of humanity. Geniuses like Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking have constantly warned us about this theory. Here are the statements given by them. Elon Musk said that AI is the fundamental risk to the existence of the human civilization. Likewise, Stephen Hawking warned us that the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of human race. So, in a nutshell, AI is a human-like intelligence in machines which have lots of application in the wide range of fields. It has a significant impact on completing tasks with a speed of efficiency that wouldn't be possible for humans. However, human emotion and creativity is something incredibly special and unique, extremely difficult if not possible to replicate in a machine. But once replicated, and if it reaches to super AI stage, it might also lead to the end of human existence. Here are the references. And that's the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, you may feel free to ask.
Okay, thank you, Pallav. सो यसमा अर्को एक दुईवटा कुराहरू पनि थप्नु पर्थ्यो भनेको म जहिले पनि त एक्सपेक्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छु जस्तो के छ रिसेन्ट ट्रेन्ड अथवा टाइप्स अफ एआई त टाइप्स तिमीले भन्यो न्यारो एआई त्यो होइन खासमा अर्कै छ कसरी चाहिँ कुन कुन मेथडहरू ल्याएर चाहिँ हामी आर्टिफिसियल इन्टेलिजेन्स युज गर्छौँ अब जस्तो न्युरल नेटवर्कहरू ल्याएर हुन्छ कि अथवा डिप न्युरल नेटवर्क अथवा एएनएन भन्ने हुन्छ धेरैवटा हुन्छ कि हो त्यस्तो पनि राख्नु पर्थ्यो ल ठिकै छ ओके ठिकै छ थ्याङ्क यू त्यो बिस्तारै पढ्दै गइसकेपछि अब नेक्स्ट अरूहरूलाई दिएपछि उनीहरूले हाल्छन् होला सो अप नेक्स्ट प्रसन्न
हजुर सर
प्रसन्न स्लाइड सेयर गर त
भइरहेको छ सर भइरहेको छ
छैन त
भएन भयो सर
भयो एकैछिन ल स्लाइड सेयर गर सरी स्लाइड सोमा लग अनि सुरु गर
Good morning everyone. I'm Prasanna Gautam from Section G. Today I'm going to give a short presentation on blockchain technology. I will be discussing about what is the definition of blockchain technology, types of blockchain technology, uses and benefits of blockchain technology. What is blockchain technology?
Blockchain technology is defined as the data recording mechanism that makes it hard or impossible to alter, hack, or cheat the system. It is also essentially a digital leader of transaction that is duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer systems on the blockchain. Each block in the chain contains a number of transactions, and every time a new transaction occurs on the blockchain, a record of that transaction is added to every participant's ledger. Types of blockchain technology. There are four kinds of blockchain: public blockchain, private, consortium, and hybrid blockchain. What is public blockchain? Public blockchains are intended to be completely decentralized, with no person or agency determining which transaction or the order in which they are processed in the blockchain. Public blockchains allows anyone to participate as users, miners, developers, or community members. All transactions that takes place on the public blockchains are fully transparent. Likewise, private blockchains are those transactions which are private and are only open to ecosystem participants allowed to enter the network. In comparison to public blockchain, private blockchains are more centralized and valuable for enterprises who want to collaborate and share data. Another one is Consortium Blockchain. It is defined as the subcategory of private blockchain which opposed to a distinct form of chain. Participants in Consortium Blockchain could include anyone from central banks to governments to supply chains. Last one is hybrid blockchain. Functions of hybrid blockchains makes it simple for business to operate with the transparency they are looking for without having to sacrifice security and privacy. It also allows us to easily connect with other blockchains protocols. There are various uses of blockchain technology, which I'm going to discuss about used for enterprises. It helps to enable enhanced tracking and trackability of food products, resulting in better food safety in its store. Likewise, used for banks. Those banks who are using private blockchains has their own internal assets, which allow them to move funds internally, saving millions of dollars in cost. Likewise, used for companies, it helps to move funds more efficiently across the borders. Last one is used for accounting. In accounting, it makes transparency. Uh, there are some benefits of blockchain. Greater trust. It can assure that we are receiving accurate and timely data. Greater security. A consciousness of data accuracy is required from all network members, and all validated transactions are permanently recorded. And more efficiency. For speed transaction, a set of rules called a smart contract, which can be stored on the blockchain and executed automatically. Thus, all the points I have described is all about the definition, types, uses, and advantages of blockchain technology. However, blockchain technology can track orders, payments, accounts, production, and much more. Thank you.
So thank you, Prasanna. कसैको केही क्वेसन छ? ठिकै छ। सो एकैछिन मैले इन्टरप्ट गरेँ। सो थ्याङ्क यू प्रसन्न। मैले यो जुन स्लाइडहरू छ तिमीहरूको मैले यहाँ लिङ्क चाहिँ यहाँनिर राखिदिन्छु। तिम्रो स्लाइडहरू चाहिँ अगाडि दिएकाहरूले पनि स्लाइडहरू अपलोड गर्नु। स्लाइड अपलोड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ तिमीहरूको कलेजको इमेलवालाबाट मात्र गर्नु है त। कलेजको इमेल छ नि @ISMT वाला। अनि तिमीहरूले यहाँ मैले एउटा फोल्डर राखिदिएको छु। यो फोल्डर हो। सेक्सन जी स्लाइड्स भनेर फोल्डर राखेको छु। अब यो भित्र स्लाइडहरू अपलोड गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलिकति रिनेम गरेर अपलोड गर्नु है। जस्तो यहाँ छ नि निश्चल एचटिटिपी राज डिएचसिपी आर्मोन यसरी स्टुडेन्टको नेम पनि आउनु पर्यो है। अगाडिपट्टि नेम अनि त्यो फेरि बल्ल पछाडिपट्टि जस्तो अहिले उल्लेख गर्यो भने प्रसन्न ब्लकचेन पल्लव एआई त्यसरी नै कुशल यो भएर त्यसरी सुरुमा मान्छेको नाम अनि बल्ल पछाडि त्यसरी रिनेम गर्नु त्यही भन्नलाई मात्र हो। ठिक छ ओके। So next I would like to ask Mr. Robin.
Yes, sir.
Please share your slides.
Sir, भयो?
हुँदैछ एकैछिन है। स्लाइड सोमा लगेर सुरु गरौँ।
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Robin Tripathi from Section G to present about blockchain and blockchain technology. So, the table of content is blockchain meaning, and second is what is blockchain technology and the reason behind blockchain
Robin,
admiration. हजुर
तिम्रो स्लाइड सो चाहिँ देखेन तिम्रो अगाडि नै अड्किरहेको।
खै सर म गरिरहेको छु एकछिन भएन सर
सही तिम्रो स्लाइड सो गरेको होला यतापट्टि सेयर चाहिँ भएन। तिम्रो त्यो सेयर अप्सनमा जाऊ त फेरि त्यहाँनिर गएर होल स्क्रिन सेयर गर न। त्यही भएर
ए
होल स्क्रिन सेयर गर्नुपर्छ अनि बल्ल देखिन्छ कि। अर्को पनि तरिका छ अब ठिकै छ।
सर भयो अहिले
भयो ठिक छ थ्याङ्क यू।
and the reason behind blockchain admiration, and fourth one is advantage of blockchain, and the last one is types of blockchain. First, meaning of blockchain. Actually blockchain is a specific type of database. It differs from a typical database in the world in which it stores information and it stores data in a blocks that are chained together. As new data comes in, it is entered into a fresh block. Once the block is filled with the data, it changes into the previous block, which makes the data chain together in chronological order. And the different types of information can be stored on a blockchain, but the most common use so far has been a ledger for transactions. Blockchains might seem complicated, but its core concept is really quite simple. Blockchain is a type of database. To be able to understand blockchain, we must have knowledge about the database first. And blockchain technology is a structure that stores transactional records, which is also known as the block of the public several database. uh, Typically this storage is referred to as a digital ledger. Mm, blockchain every in blockchain technology every transaction in this ledger is authorized by the digital signature of the owner, which authenticates the transaction and safeguards it from tampering. The reason why the blockchain has gained so much admiration is because it is owned by a single entity. Hence it is decentralized and the data is cryptographically stored inside. The blockchain is immutable, so no one can tamper with the data that is inside the blockchain. The blockchain is transparent, so one can track the data if they want to do so. And the advantages of blockchain: uh, first one is greater trust, second one is greater security and more efficiency. Firstly, I'd like to explain about greater trust. Greater trust. With blockchains as the member of members only network, we can rest assured that we are receiving accurate and timely data, and that our confidential blockchains record will be shared only with the network members to whom we have specifically granted the access. And the greater security consensus on data accuracy is necessary from all of the network members, and all the validated transactions are immutable. Yeah. That is permanently recorded. No one, not even a system administrator, can delete those transactions. And the third one is more efficiencies. With a distributed ledger, which is shared among the members of a network, time wasting record reconciliations are eliminated. So to speed up the transaction, a set of rules which is known as smart contract can be stored on the blockchain and executed automatically. Uh, as these are important consideration for enterprise use in the case of blockchain also. And now types of blockchain. There are four types of blockchain, and the first one is public blockchain networks. A public blockchain is the types of chain in which anyone can join and participate. For example, Bitcoin. Substantial computational power, little or no privacy for transactions, and weak security can be considered as a drawbacks for public chain networks. The second one is private blockchain network. A private blockchain network is quite similar to the public blockchain networks, in which in this blockchain it is decentralized by peer-to-peer network, with the significant difference that one organization governs the network, so that organization can control either who is able to access and execute the network and protocol or not. It is run behind the corporate firewall, and even be hosts on premises too. And the third one is permission blockchain networks. Um, Generally, any organization who has set up the private blockchain will set up a permission blockchain network. It is very important to note that public chain networks can also be permissioned. In public blockchain, in this type of blockchain, participants requires to obtain an invitation or permission in order to join. And the last one is consortium blockchain networks. In this type of blockchain, multiple organizations can share the responsibilities of maintaining the blockchain. It is ideal for business when all participants need to permission and have a shared responsibility for the blockchain. Uh, so conclusion. So in this way, I have explained about the meaning of blockchain and blockchain technology. Simply, we can understand that blockchain technology is a structure that store transactional are recorded, and we need to have a knowledge about database for understanding the blockchain technology. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Robin, for a detailed presentation on blockchain technology. So last presenter for today is Rasmi. Rasmi, please share your slides.
सर सेयर भइरहेछ
भइरहेछ एकैछिन है स्लाइडसम्म लगेर सुरु गर
So good morning everyone. I'm Rashmi from section I, and today I will be presenting on Internet of Things, IoT. So these are my table of contents, where I'll be talking about introduction of IoT and its use in today's life, its history, how does it work, its importance, pros and cons, and finally the conclusion. IoT, a catch-all term for the physical devices around the world that are now connected to the internet, all collecting and sharing data. So refers to the devices which are all connected to the internet, which all collects and shares data with one another. The ability to transfer data over a network without requiring human to human or human to human interaction. Now, it does not need any interaction. The IoT, if set accordingly, it can perform on its own. Connecting up all different devices and adding sensors to them adds a level of digital intelligence to devices that would be otherwise dumb. IoT enables them to communicate instructions or data without involving a human being. Now, IoT in today's life. When connectivity is added to a device, the items become known as smart, as in a smartwatch, a smartphone, or a smart refrigerator. IoT in today's life is used in all the gadgets that could only exist in an internet-enabled world like Alexa style digital assistants, internet-enabled sensors that are transforming factories, healthcare, transportation, distribution centers, and farms, thermostats that learn from your preferred home temperature, light bulbs that alert you to the outdoor air quality, smart locks that you can open from an app on your phone. It also includes bigger items such as driverless vehicles, jet engines, sensors on a machine in a manufacturing plant. Now, history of IoT. The idea of adding sensors and intelligence to basic objects was discussed throughout the 1980s and 1990s. The history of IoT began with a Coke machine at a Carnegie Mellon University. Mark Weiser, a chief scientist at Xerox Palo Alto Research Center (PARC), wrote about world of devices enabled by computational power and internet connectivity, which was a concept closely related to what now is referred to as Internet of Things. 8 years later, the now common term to describe this vision was first used, and it was used in a thermostat which would tell the outside temperature. Kevin Ashton coined the phrase Internet of Things in 1999, although it took at least another decade for the technology to catch up with the vision. Now, how does IoT work? An IoT ecosystem consists of web-enabled smart devices that use embedded systems such as processors, sensors, and communication hardware. The device collects, send, and act on data they acquire from their environments. Then, the IoT devices share the sensor data they collect by connecting to an IoT gateway or other edge device. The data is either sent to the cloud to be analyzed. The device do most of the work without human intervention, although people can also interact with the devices. IoT can also make use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to aid in making data collecting process easier and more dynamic. This is a figure where it shows in very simple steps how the IoT works. First, the IoT devices, they gather data and send it through the internet for processing, where the data will be analyzed centrally. Then the instructions based on the analysis are returned to the devices, and because of which the IoT devices perform without any human intervention. Importance of IoT. The Internet of Things help people live and work smarter as well as gain complete control over their lives. IoT enables companies to automate process and reduce labor cost. It also cuts down on the waste and improves service delivery, making it less expensive to manufacture and deliver goods. IoT also offers transparency in customer transactions. IoT encourages companies to rethink the ways they approach for their business and gives them the tools to improve their business strategies. IoT can also benefit farmers in agriculture by making their job easier. Sensors can collect data on rainfall, humidity, temperature, and soil content, as well as other factors that would help automate farming techniques. Now, pros and cons of IoT. Obviously, it will have some advantage, but there might be some disadvantage also. So, some of the advantages of IoT includes ability to access information from anywhere at any time on any device, improved communication between connected electronic devices, transferring data packets over a connected network, which will save the time and money. Automating tasks helps to improve the quality of a business service and reducing the need for human intervention. Disadvantage of IoT includes the following points. As the number of connected devices increases and more information is shared between the devices, the potential that a hacker could steal confidential information also increases. Enterprises may eventually have to deal with massive numbers, maybe even millions of IoT devices, and collecting and managing the data from all those devices will be challenging. If there's a bug in the system, it's likely that every connected device will be corrupted. Since there is no international standard of compatibility for IoT, it is difficult for devices from different manufacturers to communicate with each other. Now, for conclusion, being connected through the Internet of Things to send, receive, and often act on the data in results in many smart IoT things that we can use to build a more secure, convenient, productive, and intelligent world. Already, Internet of Things capabilities play a significant role in business digital transformation efforts. And when we combine IoT data with advanced analytics and AI, leading to our artificial intelligence of things, the possibilities seem endless to a better, comfortable, and modern world with advanced technology. So basically, if we can moreoverly connect IoT with AI, then the world will be more comfortable and modern in the technology field. So these are my references. Thank you.
So thank you, Rashmi, for the detailed presentation. उसले चाहिँ अलिकति ब्याकग्राउन्ड पनि इन्क्लुड गरेको भएर एकदमै रमाइलो लाग्यो मलाई, राम्रो छ प्रेजेन्टेसन। सो यसरी नयाँ नयाँ यो जुन आउँछ नि ट्रेन्डहरू, त्यसको बारेमा जसरी ब्याकग्राउन्ड दियो भने अझ राम्रो हुन्छ है सबैजनाले। नेक्स्ट जोडेको लागि चाहिँ हिन्ट दिएको तिमीहरूलाई, किनकि तिमीलाई थाहा छैन डाइरेक्टली अब तिमीहरूलाई यो आइओटी भनेको नयाँ ट्रेन्ड हो, यसको बारेमा भन्दाखेरि अलिकति ब्याकग्राउन्ड दियो भने राम्रो हुन्छ। So thank you, Rashmi. So I guess this much for today. See you on Thursday. Have a nice day. Thank you very much. अनि स्लाइडहरु पनि शेयर गर्नु है सबैजनाले।
सर केमा पठाउने स्लाइड?
त्यहाँ मैले लिंकमा हाम्रो टाइमलाइनमा राखेको छु एउटा लिंक, त्यसमा गएर राख्नु। तर राख्दाखेरि चाहिँ कलेजको इमेल एड्रेस युज गर्नु है, @ISMT वाला।
सर यु नीड टु एक्सेस भन्छ त यहाँ, के गर्ने रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेस?
त्यही त तिमीले आफ्नो पर्सनल इमेलबाट पठायो होला, कलेजको इमेलबाट पठाउन अनि हुन्छ।
ए ल।